11 inmates escaped New Orleans jail through a hole behind the toilet, left too easy LOL on the wall before they did. I believe by now a couple of them been caught. I think 2 of them got caught already. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we on the road to 100K, okay? So I need everybody hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. Let's see what it's hitting for.
To give a narrative of how at least the initial breach occurred.
Okay.
We do have a photograph that we'll be showing shortly of, there it is, the hole in the jail wall where this escape initially occurred. That hole you see, there was once a toilet there, and there's supposed to be a toilet. Somehow that got dismantled and removed, leaving a hole through which these 11 inmates escaped. Now, this is just the first level.
They didn't even make the hole. The hole was already there. Cause I'm looking at this, I'm like, ain't that concrete wall? And then I'm looking a little closer. It's like, this is metal right here. Y'all see this bent piece of metal? It's running all along, like it's like a frame. You know what I'm saying? That fits right there. So they didn't even have to make the hole, bro. The damn toilet was loose, and they just went right on through that hole. That's tragic.
Of this escape, clearly they went through that hole, were free within the complex, still needed to get over the perimeter fence, barbed wire,
yeah,
and
bro.
those
that's what I'm more
20 foot
more interested in learning about. You know what I'm saying? Not how they got through the hole. We see how they got through the hole. That's their fault. They should be fucking free for life at this point. If y'all that bad to where y'all can't even check the maintenance room or whatever the fuck the plumbing is leading to that toilet, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all can't see that this is easily accessible. This is leading right to if this cell is like this, how many other cells are like this, bro? They all must be like this. No, maybe not all, but there's a good majority that are like this, bro. And I bet you they gonna go through that bitch now and do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
concrete walls. So
They slipping.
all hands on deck as far as the investigation of exactly how the breach occurred, including possibly whether there was some help on the inside. This is a lot of damage to a tier inside of that secure facility to have gone on in obviously much damage to a toilet or sink that used to be there. I understand it was a toilet. You can see that scrawled on the wall, too easy,
toilet connected
LOL.
to the sink. That's where you clean your drawers. Shouts out to Mozzie.
Misspelled too, but nevertheless, presumably inmates almost mockingly stating how easy it was.
Yeah, I would have wrote the same shit.
We have an update on breaking news in New Orleans.
I ain't no loudmouth nigga, but man,
Louisiana.
The whole pod would have been free, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
New Orleans Justice Center is on lockdown after 11 inmates escaped this morning, but now the Sheriff's Department is reporting one of those inmates is back in custody. Let's get out to Kelly Beeson following all of this. Live for us there in the newsroom, Kelly.
Yes, so Nicole, it was earlier this morning around 8:30 a.m. local time that these missing inmates were discovered. This was during a routine head count, and it wasn't immediately clear how many were missing. We're told deputies did a head count of the jail's population in order to nail down the exact number of 11. So all the missing are adult men. They're between the ages of 20 to 42, and all authorities say should be considered armed and dangerous. Now, we have confirmed at least 3 of these men are facing charges of second-degree murder.
Jail,
the Sheriff's Department made a statement urging the public to remain alert, not to engage or approach these men. And then moments later, the police department, in their own statements, appeared agitated. They weren't notified earlier of the situation.
Earlier today, the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office discovered that multiple incarcerated individuals escaped from custody. What we know right now is that during a routine head count at 8:30 this morning, it was determined that several detainees were unaccounted for. Immediately upon discovery, OPSO activated emergency protocols and launched a coordinated response to locate and return these individuals.
Yeah, bro. See, that's the thing about escaping jail, though. Like, unless you got like a life sentence and like you're El Chapo or some shit, and you can jump countries, and you got all these people who will kill for you and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna know you're gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna know you're gone. They do head count every day, like multiple times a day, bro.
We are actively working with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies in a full-scale search operation.
If you getting out in a couple months, bro, it ain't worth going and catching that escape charge, bro. It's not.
In the process of confirming specific details and identities, we are urging the public to remain alert. If you see anything suspicious or have any information that may assist in locating these escapees, please contact law enforcement immediately.
We can confirm for you that
she needs to fucking retire. Give it up. This is ridiculous. What are you possibly doing with that bat? You're not out in the field. I mean, I guess there's jobs for the inside people, but goddamn, what did you ever do? It's time to hang it up.
NOPD was able to at least apprehend one of the escapees. I do not have a confirmation on the name just yet.
You wouldn't want her to be your judge. If she's not a judge, but if she was, and she looked like this, she cooking your ass, bro. No cap.
Yes, he's not speaking. There are a couple of things that we want to say to our public, is that this is an urgent and a serious situation. Please be mindful. Please be mindful.
So the sheriff's office now working.
You're not gonna know who the fuck, bro. You see the mugshot on TV, on the news. You go out in public, you come across this nigga, you ain't even really gonna know it's him unless you just see all the tattoos on the nigga face. If a nigga ain't in that jail clothing, he dressed regular, and he come try to rob you, you ain't gonna know it's him. I mean, it's a chance it could be him, though, if you tell the police type shit, but...
This escape occurred. Checking protocol, adding a staff performance will be addressed swiftly. Louisiana's governor posting this to X, saying, if you think this will fly in Louisiana, you are dead wrong. Every single one of you will be caught.
It just happened.
Right now, local, state...
If you think it'll fly, you can run, but you can't hide. Somebody might... One of them gonna be on the run for a while, bro.
Federal law enforcement agencies, Nicole, they are on a full-scale search operation. This is, of course, a story we will continue to monitor closely. Nicole.
Absolutely. All right, Kelly Beeson in the newsroom. Thanks.
Guys, this was more than planned. This was blueprinted.
Okay, so they do got like some rebar or whatever there. I didn't see that in the first clip. Was that even there? I guess it had to have been.
This was blueprinted. And you want to know how I know this? Take a look at this picture, right? See? Right? Let's zoom in and look at all the little details, right? Look at that.
Look at what, nigga? What are you showing?
Look at this. Wow. Yes, 11 escaped. One has been captured, chat. Yes, one has been captured.
How you get caught that shady? Quick, bro? You're sorry. You didn't even make it one day, bro. Sorry ass nigga, man.
I got more photos, guys. You guys ready for the next photos? Thank you, Jerry, for telling people to hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Take a look at this.
I'm just. It had to have been an inside job, bro, because if that's the toilet, water has to be actively running to it. Water has to be on to that toilet to be able to be used. So it probably was an inside strategic job. Them is probably I don't even it's like some next level shit. I was only a plumber for like 1 year. So this don't even really make no sense to me right here. I don't see no water lines unless these are them running up and down and side to side. But them ain't no water lines, bro. This could be the drain, but I don't know how exactly that shit would even be plumbed. Because you see that's a toilet and a sink right there, bro. So I'm saying all that to say, like, there wasn't nothing, no water to that toilet or that sink at the time that they left, and probably wasn't for a while or whatever. It may not have ever worked. If they got it off that easy, it was never even bolted. Like, it's clearly not bolted to the concrete. It looked like the shit is just stuck to the wall with some caulking or some shit, some glue. Maybe this right here is like a something to hold it in place, but I'm saying that to say, bro, it had to have been an inside job, bro, because for them to actually escape outside the prison, bro, and not get caught, all 11 of them, one of them did get caught though eventually. They know somebody inside working, and a lot of them is, bro.
You guys ready for the next photos? Thank you, Jerry, for telling people. Take a look at this. Take a close look at this. You see this? You see this, right? This is how they escaped.
And they fit through that little shit. Look at them on the other side. So what is that, a hallway?
Yep, this is how they escaped. Ladies and gentlemen,
weak ass prison. That shit weak.
Keep this in your mind. Remember the side that you are on.
I don't see this being a water line, bro. That has to be the drain, man. Why is it going up though? It could be.
Remember the side.
That's a lot of. That'd be a lot
that
of water,
you are on, right? You see this left side. You see that little vent, right? So this is them. I need you to look. They knew exactly where to go, what to carve out. You see the little debris at the bottom. Some carving happened.
Nigga, they didn't have to carve shit. The problem is that toilet should have never been able to be moved. Cause y'all see these squares right here, these slots. That's probably was supposed to hold that in place, bro. This is an access so that they can maintenance and access the plumbing and the parts of the toilet and shit. That's what this is. This is an access. That's why this metal is all the way around. They didn't carve shit right here, bro. This is an access. I'm telling y'all what it is, bro.
You see that, right? Now watch this. Take a look at that.
Okay, so that's the supply line right there. So that shit's coming from. So yeah, that's all probably drainage stuff right there. This right here is the supply line. So it was hooked up. It was hooked up to the faucet. That's a faucet supply.
Take a look at that.
I don't know about toilet though.
That's the back of it.
I don't know if that uses the same or not.
This is not broken off. That's completely
right. That's what holds it in place, bro.
Pulled. But wait a minute. No guard heard that noise? Because that doesn't look broken.
Bro, that shit was loose already. That's how they found out.
Sawed off. See that? See the holes? Look closely. That's not sawed off. Take a look up there. That's not the hole. Look at that. Look at that. That's all together. That's just bent. Ripping right off. Let's go back.
I'm gonna have to show this to the homies. I don't encourage it. Y'all coming home, man. Y'all niggas ain't locked up, bro. It's not worth it.
See that opening? Let's see that opening on the top. So it looked like what that toilet / sink was hooked on like this, and then when they pulled it, it created that wedge, that gap. See that gap?
I don't think that's what happened there. This is what would be holding it in place. But see, there's so much missing to this, bro. I hope y'all understand this. Like, what holds this in place? There's so much missing here. Like, where's all the stuff that connects this? Like, I understand he showed the backside, but there's a lot missing. Where's the bolts and shit that holds this in place? That shit wasn't even there, bro. That shit is nowhere to be found.
You see that, right? Now watch this. That's not sawed off. Sink was hooked on like this, and then when they pulled it, it created that wedge, that gap. See that gap? And it buckles inside of here. So let's go back from the beginning. It grips into these holes, so you pull it right off. But here is the strange thing about this, chat. They knew exactly where to go.
Because if you use the toilet, you take
They're
a
only
shit.
showing us a whole.
Hold on, shut up, nigga. You take a shit on the toilet and it's rocking. You're gonna look behind it if you want to get the fuck out. You're in that cage all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go back from the beginning. Multiple won't go. They're only showing us a hole in the wall. One cell. Not multiple. One. They only mention one cell.
Right, they all like that.
No one heard the noise of them pulling out the sink.
There was no noise.
No one heard people going through these tiny ass little bars.
No.
11
That is like a small ass.
dirty ass
You know what I'm
men,
saying?
big men going through this. Lack of care, lack of supervision. And the crazy thing about this, most of all, that I hope you guys, I hope you guys didn't miss this. You would think that they will carve their way through the vent to escape. But they just knew.
They didn't carve a damn thing. I'm done with this nigga. Hey, that's the end of that, man. I got some food. I'm ready to eat it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I put a name. If you made it to the end of this video and you bored, check out this video out to the left or check out my music to the right. We on the road to 100K, okay? So everybody hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on all notifications. I'll get at y'all on the next one, though, and I'm gone. I put a name.